In the K-pop world, there are a lot of standards to follow, but that is not the case for Mamamoo, the idol group that is not like any other, because they were built from the ground up to be the idol that is good at singing. Kim Do-hoon, the CEO of RBW Entertainment, said that he wanted to produce a girl group that is truly talented at singing and good at having fun on stage. With this ultimate goal in mind, he began to choose the potential trainees to form a group. After the evaluation, he eventually ended up with 5 members. On Hae-jin, she is the youngest daughter in a family of 3 girls. She lived in a family with a relatively low income. Her mom and dad were working hard to support the family, so as a young girl she sometimes regrets that her parents couldn't come to the school like others. Despite that, she was raised by warm and loving parents, including her beloved uncle, who took care of her when she moved to Seoul. Living in the countryside, she even rode on her dad's cultivator around the area. During elementary school, she told her family that she wouldn't go to the university because she wanted to be a singer. Her parents, who were not financially stable, were strongly against her dream, but this didn't stop her. She remained stubborn about becoming a singer. She met her future teammate who shared the same dream, Jong Wee-in. Actually, her name is quite unique in Korea. It was given by her aunt, who loved the character named Jo Wee-in from a comic book for the Mermaid Princess. Her mom, who did art photography at the College of Art, influenced young Wee-in to become interested in art. During her teenage years, Wee-in decided to pursue music after debating between the path of music or artist. In middle school, she met an Hae-jin who was wearing a yellow headband, eagerly approached her and asked, "Do you want to be friends with me?" Later on, Hae-jin admitted that she was hooked the moment she first saw Wee-in introducing herself, so she wanted to be friends with her. They both have become best friends since then. The two promised to each other that one day we would move to Seoul and become a singer at all cost. They helped encourage and support each other and went through numerous auditions, some alone, some together. But things didn't go well. They failed many times. One judge said to Hae-jin, "You're pretty talented at singing and dancing, but you are ugly and fat." She was crying on her way home and watched videos of Beyonce all night. She told herself, "One day I will be like her." One day, when they were about to give up, they got a phone call from a company that they had passed the audition. They trained in different agencies for a while. Wee-in trained at MBK Entertainment. Hae-jin trained somewhere else. She also recorded a guide vocal for 4 minutes. Ultimately, in 2011, 2 girls joined RBW Entertainment as the first 2 members of Mamamoo. Actually, Wee-in had met her fellow member Moon Bile in a dance unit while they were training. Sadly, the unit lasted for a week. Moon Bile Lee. She was born on a day where the stars in the sky were shining brightly. Her dad named her Bile Lee,
별이,
which means star in Korean. She attended SM Academy and danced to TVXQ's Rising Sun. Imagine herself becoming a singer one day. She auditioned for many agencies, however, things didn't turn out well. She was scammed once by a certain company. She even debuted in another group but got eliminated. Rumors that she was taken out because of her weight. She followed a strict diet plan and kept dancing to lose weight. She was frustrated countless times but never gave up. With strong dedication and commitment, she eventually signed with RBW Entertainment as the last trainee among 4 members of Mamamoo. After that, she attended the Pakje Institute of Arts. As a trainee, she first trained to be a vocalist but later changing to rap because of her friend's suggestion. She had trained for 3 years and became the group's main rapper. Kim Young-sun. At a young age, she was quite a mischievous kid. There was a rumor that she liked to play with dirt and even ate dirt once. On the first day of learning to ski, she said the easy slope was boring. A fearless young girl then skied down the steeper slope and got hurt. As a kid, she was energetic and enjoyed singing. Her dream was to become an air hostess, and she had been preparing until the age of 20. She later discovered that this wasn't her true calling. One day, she stopped by the street busking and sang to get the reward. Her voice caught the eye of the RBW representative, so they contacted her. Unfortunately, she wasn't interested and turned them down. But when she came back home, she couldn't stop thinking about it. She doubted herself, so she decided to give it a try. At the age of 20, which was a bit late for an idol, she went through over 50 auditions. Sadly, she failed them all. During her last attempt, she finally got accepted into RBW Entertainment and began training at the age of 22. The 5th member. According to the CEO, this member decided to continue on a different path, so Mamamoo ended up as a 4-members group. The 3 members, Moon Bile Lee, Hae-jin, and Kim Young-sun, lived together at the rooftop apartment. This hot and cramped room was located on the 5th floor. Without an elevator, the member had to walk up 5 stories of stairs to get into a room. Although as a trainee, they were very talented, they received a lot of criticism from people around them even before their debut. People said, "Those girls will make it. You have to put on a perfect performance or you'll be done for." The CEO introduced them to outside executives, and they all said they're going to flop because they're short and don't look like idols. Meanwhile, Kim Do-hoon didn't believe that a successful girl group must follow the standard. He was confident that Mamamoo would do well. Prior to their official debut, Mamamoo collaborated with several artists including Bonky, K-Will, and Geeks. June 18, 2014, Mamamoo made their official debut with the first mini-album, Hello, with the retro-inspired lead track, Mr. Ambiguous. As a small group, there were not a lot of choices. They even performed on the streets to get more exposure. Mamamoo released the second mini-album Piano Man, featured the title track of the same name. The title peaked at 41 on Gaon Digital Chart. They had gained huge exposure after participated in a show called Immortal Song. At the end of 2014, Mamamoo won the Gaon Chart Music Award New Artist of the Year and Rookie of the Year at Seoul Success Awards. 2015, Mamamoo returned with the third mini-album named Pink Funky, with the title song. It was a commercial success, topping at number 3 on Gaon Digital Chart. In the same year, they returned to Immortal Song and won first place. August 23, Mamamoo held their first fan meeting named First Moo Party at Olympic Park in Seoul. All 1,200 tickets were sold out in a minute. During the meeting, fans were holding up a message, "I won't let you go." Mamamoo released their first studio album Melting With You Are the Best as the lead track. The song topped all major music charts, marked their first #1 song and first perfect all-kill. Received their first music show trophy and a total of 8 trophies at the end of the promotion. On August 13 and 14, the group held their first ever concert musical. The tickets were sold out in less than a minute after opening to the public. Mamamoo made a comeback with the 4th mini-album Memory featured Decalcomanie. Although it gave them just 1 trophy, the album's sales hit 50,000 units. They also sung an original soundtrack for Goblin. Around that time, they were known for ad-libs and changing the lyrics to tease other artists. The group held their second concert titled Musical, Curtain Call in Seoul. Mamamoo released their 5th mini-album Purple and title track Yes I Am. The song quickly climbed to #1 on Melon's real-time chart. The song received 7 music show wins, including Triple Crown. Mamamoo announced their new project 4 Seasons 4 Colors to show their depth as artists and their mature musical style. Started off with the 6th mini-album Yellow Flower and the title track, Starry Night. This album debuted at #1 on the Gaon album chart, becoming their first #1 album since their debut. The song earned the group's first music recording certification, certified platinum for 100 million streams and 2.5 million digital downloads. 7th mini-album Red Moon, with Egotistic as a lead track. On August 18-19, Mamamoo held their 3rd headlining concert titled 2018 Mamamoo Concert 4 Seasons S/S. They continued on their 4 Seasons 4 Color series, releasing 8th mini-album Blue S featured Windflower as a title track. Coming to the final installment of the series, 9th mini-album White Wind with the title track. Collaborated with Loco, the song Don't Give It To Me was a huge success. Wasa continued to release her solo song, top #1 on Gaon Digital Chart, scored Triple Crown, topping Gaon Digital, Gaon Download, and Gaon on streaming charts. The 4th concert titled 2019 Mamamoo Concert 4 Seasons F/W was held on 19-21 April, served as a grand finale for the Project 4 Seasons 4 Color. Another big event occurred in August 2019 where the group announced that they will be joining a competition show Queendom. Once again, they had proven their talent in music by performing many amazing stages throughout the competition. Following their victory, Mamamoo released a second full-fledged album, Reality in Black, with Hep as a lead track. The album peaked at #1 on Gaon album chart and became the first album with sales volume exceeds 100,000 copies. In 2020, Mamamoo released a single, Wanna Be Myself, including 10th EP Travel and the title track. This EP broke the group's sales records, sold more than 100,000 copies the first day. This year, the group focused more on solo activities. Until now, it has been 7 years since their debut. In May 2021, the group was announced the WAW project, Where Are We? To commemorate the group's 7th anniversary. The group released an 11th EP, WAW, featured Where Are We Now as a title. WAW topped the iTunes albums chart in 21 countries. Shortly after that, RBW announced that we will not renew her contract but signed to promote with the group until the end of 2023. From that day where only 3 people came to watch them, and now, Mamamoo has proved their talent, unique musical style, and most importantly, they do not have to follow anyone. This is not the end, but rather the beginning of their new chapter.